Hakai.
Episode 16 begins a few seconds after Krillin has defeated 2 disciples of the Celestial Mages. At that moment, the strange disciple who had fled from Krillin was fleeing over the city, being seen with suspicion by the entire population. When suddenly he says, "They look like insects from up here. I will show you the terror of Fangor, the disciple of the great mage of invocations." Fangor forms 2 purple spears in his hand and throws them, one into the air and one on top of the city building. Both spears transform into round portals, and from these portals emerge a giant falcon and a gorilla-like creature that was approximately 2 meters tall. Seeing all this from the ground, people were terrified and began to run desperately through the streets. While all this was happening, Yamcha was driving his car through the city streets when suddenly the traffic stopped. It didn't take long for Yamcha to notice something was wrong. As all the people were running out of their cars and screaming in the streets, suddenly a shadow appeared above his car. And when he looked up at the sky, he saw a giant falcon flying over the city. "What is it?" he asked, surprised. The falcon attacks the city's buildings and knocks them down. The pieces of the buildings fall from the sky, causing even more panic in the people. A huge chunk of concrete falls towards a little girl. Yamcha jumps at high speed, picks the girl up, and carries her out of the way of the big rock, which shatters on the ground. Placing the little girl on the ground, Yamcha says, "Get out of here! Go find your mother." The girl runs away as Yamcha looks up at the sky and sees the creature attacking the city. He thinks, undecided, "Damn it, it's been a while since I retired from martial arts. I went back to training to protect Earth along with the Galactic Patrol back then, but I still don't have the same power I used to have, and I still don't have the same fighting spirit. But I can't let this thing kill people. I'll fight until someone comes to help me." After making his decision, Yamcha focuses his energy and prepares a Super Kamehameha. After a while of concentrating energy, the attack is finally ready. Yamcha says, "Now! Kamehameha!" The energy wave reaches the giant falcon. The attack hits right in the middle of the creature's chest and knocks it down on one of the city streets, destroying some cars and buildings, but luckily no one was hurt. Yamcha celebrates. "That's it! That's how it's done!" Yamcha hears a voice asking, "What the hell is this? What's going on?" said Fagor. Looking around, Yamcha sees that behind him in the sky, someone is watching him. Yamcha asks, "Who are you?" Fangor replies, "I'm the one asking you, attacking my invocation like that." The Earthling says, "Your invocation? You who are responsible for this damn thing?" The mage confirms, "Exactly, you garbage." Yamcha replies, "And why are you doing this? Can't you see that there are many innocent people here?" The mage with great arrogance replies, "I don't need to give explanations to you. You're nothing but a bunch of feces." Fangor turns his back on Yamcha and lands on top of a building, which angers the Earth Warrior. "Hey, damn, I'm talking to you," said Yamcha. Yamcha goes at high speed towards Fangor, but the gorilla suddenly jumps out of the building and falls towards Yamcha. The gorilla hit a full punch on Yamcha. He blocks the attack, but the animal's force launches him away, causing him to knock over a traffic light and cross 2 establishments, only stopping when he hits a car. Yamcha is badly injured by that attack. As soon as he reaches the ground, the gorilla wastes no time and jumped again at Yamcha, who jumped away with a backward leap, causing the gorilla to hit only the car. But the gorilla grabbed that car and threw it at Yamcha, who again dodged. The human, while preparing the attack, says, "Now it's my turn." Yamcha goes toward the gorilla and lands a strong blow on the animal that made him fly a few meters back and stop on his back on a wall. After that, the Earthling flew against the animal, hitting him with a strong flying kick in the stomach that made the gorilla cross the wall and end up in the back street. But the creature got up quickly, appearing unaffected by those blows. Yamcha thinks, "Only with these blows I won't be able to finish him." Suddenly, Yamcha sees the falcon coming to grab him with its claws, and he's very surprised. At the last second, he dodged the falcon, but then the gorilla caught up to him and hit him with a punch that sent him flying several meters high, crashing through 2 buildings and slamming into a wall of the 3rd building. After hitting the wall, Yamcha plummeted several meters before falling to the ground. And when he reached the ground, he was extremely injured. On the floor, Yamcha thinks, "Damn it, wasn't my Kamehameha enough to take that thing down?" Fangor, watching from the top of the building, laughs and says, "You're by far the weakest person I've ever faced." Sadly, Yamcha agrees. "He's right. There's no way I can win this fight," said Yamcha. Fangor says, "After I kill you, I will kill all these useless people." Hearing that, Yamcha yells, "Damn you, I won't let you do this." But Fangor only laughs and says, "What are you going to do, you worm?" Very tense, Yamcha thinks, "I don't have the strength to finish off these creatures, but if I manage to catch him, maybe those things will disappear. I have to try." Yamcha gets up with a lot of effort and sees that slowly the gorilla was approaching from the ground and the falcon was approaching from the sky. He thinks, Yamcha, if they hit me again, I won't be able to resist. Yamcha raises his hand and begins to focus all of his ki. Seeing this, Fangor thinks, so, he's still willing to make one more attack? Well, it makes no difference. My summons are very tough, and if he couldn't defeat them when he was at full strength, surely he won't get hurt the way he is. As he forms an energy sphere in his palm, Yamcha thinks, this is my only chance. Yamcha launches the attack towards Fangor, who thinks, got it, so I'm the target. But the gorilla makes a big leap towards Fangor, trying to get between him and the attack. Fangor laughs and says, it's useless. My summons will protect me. But Yamcha smiles, and before the attack hits the gorilla, Yamcha dodges it downwards, letting the gorilla pass right into his jump. This surprises the mage. Fangor says, what? Can he control? Yamcha again manipulates the attack towards Fangor. This time the falcon takes the lead, but Yamcha again controls the attack. This time upward. After that, he again changes the course of the attack downwards towards Fangor. But Fangor dodges it by flying out of the building. The attack hits the roof, going inside the building. Laughing, the wizard says, nice try, but not enough to catch me. But Yamcha smiles and shouts, not yet. And then the energy goes from inside the building, crashing through the wall and going at high speed towards Fangor, who yells, what? The attack hits the mage, and there's a large explosion in the air. After that, the gorilla and the falcon immediately disappear. Yamcha drops to his knees, and he sees Fangor falling from the sky and crashing to the ground. After that, people start to come out from where they were hiding and start to fill the streets. Everyone starts to applaud him. Yamcha is extremely embarrassed, but he was happy. He thinks, I can't believe I made it. I had forgotten how good it feels to save people. A few minutes later, Krillin arrives at the scene, and he asked, Yamcha, what happened? Are you okay? He answers, I'm fine, Krillin. This weird guy attacked the city, but I've already solved the problem. Krillin congratulates him and says, looks like you took care of everything. Congratulations. But Yamcha asks, what's going on here? Krillin says, I'll explain everything to you. After Krillin summarizes the situation for Yamcha, they head to the celestial platform. Thanks to Yamcha's determination, a disciple who was attacking the city was defeated. But there are still 9 of them on the planet. Who will defeat them? Find out in the next episodes of Dragon Ball Hakai.